Hello and welcome back to the channel. And some may say that this episode means more. It just means more. The SEC predictions for this upcoming season. Getting my biases out of the way. I love Lane Kiffin. Think he's great. Obviously off the court, not really the greatest on the field, but he's a hilarious guy. And then obviously my sister, Tennessee. Let's go Vols. Pick up the Vols. Except Joe Milton, you give me nightmares. Now, looking at here, we're gonna start taking a look at the week by week games here. Let's see real quick here. All right, let's start off. Pretty much every SEC team is gonna win, except South Carolina, which is a great game, and Florida both loses. So, um, already starting off strong. Now, I believe, if I recall correctly, if I can look back at what I had earlier, I believe LSU beat Florida State. So yeah, they did. And South Carolina loses to North Carolina in what's going to be one of the best games of the year. Right off the bat, and not of the year, but you know what I mean. Like looking at some of the week one games, that's gonna be a hell of a game. So going into week two, Ole Miss Tulane. I don't know if this is a game on here. It's not, but I'll tell you right now, Tulane's a damn good football team. But I do think Ole Miss will travel well, a little bit over state. And I think Ole Miss wins this one in a close one. Ole Miss got Zachary Franklin, the transfer receiver out of UTSA, which is going to be one of the pickups of the year. Hashtag come to the sip was in full effect here, and Lane Kiffin got his guy. Texas, Alabama, we'll come back to that one in a minute. Arkansas, Georgia, Florida, all these guys, easy wins. A&M, tough win on the road at an empty stadium for A&M. Not Grambling. Whew, that'd be something special, huh? Mississippi State, Missouri, South Carolina, Tennessee, and then Vanderbilt loses to Wake Forest. This Texas Alabama game. So this is a really interesting game. I do think that Alabama is going to be taking a step back this year. The problem is, will their schedule allow them to do so? What I mean by that is their level of skill will be down, but due to their schedule being pretty easy this year, I think that's going to be okay. Now you might be like, Blake, look at these guys around him. Georgia's playing Ball State. Kentucky's playing a D2 EKU, right? Alabama's playing Texas, right? Your team you wore a shirt for the other day. Yes, but I picked Alabama to beat them. And it's just at home. Saban's just scheming up. And I don't think Texas is really that good. And what I mean by that good, okay, Michigan, Georgia, maybe Clemson are my elite teams this season. Everyone else is beneath them. I know LSU fans and Bama fans, and Ohio State fans and Penn State fans, and all you bozos out west are very mad at me right now. But hey, it's my channel, not yours. If you want to come on and defend your thing, anyone is welcome to come on to the channel. Anybody. Um, well, I have to pass a background check, but I digress. Can't be talking this long on week two. LSU, A&M, Arkansas, Tennessee takes care of business at Florida. Back-to-back years, Tennessee beats Florida. When's the last time that's happened? God, probably been a long time. Bama, weird game. Are they at USF? Is that a real game? It's not on my list here, but that's very strange. Auburn takes care of business. K-State wins because K-State's real good. Georgia, sorry, South Carolina plays at Georgia, I think every year early in the year. So I don't know how that works. Vandy beats UNLV. Ole Miss beats Georgia Tech, and which I said was be a really interesting game. It will be indeed. Week four, actually, a really good game. UTSA is pretty good. A&M at home, Missouri at home. Battle of the M's. LSU, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky. UAB, that's an interesting one. Too bad they don't have Dwayne McBride anymore. It'd be cool, much more fun of a game if that was the case. A&M, a lot higher on them this year than a lot of people are. Missouri, Drinkovit's got to back it up for talking about how he needs to make more money. Auburn, Georgia fans are talking about how weird shit happens in Auburn. Dude, Georgia's undefeated and they're not even going to even be close in any game. Kentucky beats Florida. LSU, Ole Miss, LSU. South Carolina, Tennessee. Revenge game. That is the Harold Stackpool revenge game. He'll probably put his net worth on Tennessee to win that football game. He might be in attendance as well. LSU beats Missouri. Georgia beats Kentucky. Ole Miss beats Arkansas. Mississippi State beats the powerhouse of Western Michigan. A&M at Bama. So this is the one where I think that Bama could get caught lacking here. I don't really totally think it's going to happen, but I need to fit my agenda that I think that Bama's going to lose at least a few games. A&M, Tennessee. Tennessee at home. That's pretty much the only advantage here. A&M has got a really good secondary. I just thought about it. A&M, one of the best pass defenses in the country. They add to it with my guy Josh DeBerry from Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. Not biased, and they take care of business. I mean, Joe Milton. This might be the game that gets Nico put involved, but we'll see. LSU beats them, beats Auburn. South Carolina beats Florida. Who's gonna stink? Alabama beats Arkansas. Kentucky beats Missouri, and Georgia beats the powerhouse of Vanderbilt. Ole Miss, Auburn. This is the battle of who's gonna be coaching Lane Kiffin. Almost coached him. Whatever joke that is there. Ole Miss wins this one. South Carolina. Yeah. LSU beats Army. Alabama beats Tennessee as much as I want Tennessee to beat them. Mississippi State beats Arkansas. Going forward here, Georgia kills Florida. Ole Miss beats Vandy. Mississippi State beats Auburn. A&M beats Carolina. Kentucky could really beat Tennessee. They could. Moving quickly on. Georgia, A&M, Ole Miss. This is a game, this is Jimbo masterclass in losing. Auburn beats Vandy. Ole Miss beats Kentucky in a shocking upset at home. The cowbells will be too loud. No, LSU beats Bama. I don't, I'll sleep on Bama. I'll do it. I'll be that guy. You can come back here and yell at me later. I have no problem with that. Tennessee wins. LSU, Florida, LSU. Um, no, I'm messing. I'm messing. Oh man, Bama fans were like, "We're losing at Kentucky. Ain't no way we're losing at Kentucky, filler." I'm like, "Yeah, you are." Oh, here we go. My favorite week of the year, the Poverty Week. Look at all these juggernauts: Southern Miss, Georgia State, New Mexico State, Florida International, Chattanooga, Abilene Christian, dominant. And then the one game that Georgia has to actually show up and play. One game. I don't know if they do it. Psych, of course they do it. Looking back here, I'm just thinking of this one. I've been in Neyland. It is loud. They need to win that game. Just use my brain. Yeah, sorry. Week 10, we already did week 11, we did week 12. This is the big one. Yeah, so this game, when is this? 18th. So the week before the Ohio State game, Michigan game. This is again, we're talking about legacy defining game here for Joe Milton. If he's still starting at this point, well, one, God rest your soul. Two, if he's actually, again, if he's actually doing this, all right, we're really thinking about what we're doing here. That game is going to be so big. I'm looking at the spread right now. Georgia, Tennessee. Tennessee's a 7.5 point underdog. That's the exact same, I believe, they were against Alabama. And I will take the 7.5, but I'm not taking the Georgia. I'm not taking the money line. Georgia's going to win. Tennessee's going to cover. Now, when you look at that game, you got to think to yourself, okay, who lost what? Both teams lost their quarterback. Okay. Georgia lost a lot on the defense, lost some skill position guys, most of the defense, though. And they reloaded, right? Tennessee reloaded on offense. But they lost Hyatt. They lost Tillman. They lost Fant. They lost Hooker. obviously. Lost some edge guys on the defense. The defense is supposed to be better. By this point, I think that Tennessee and Georgia will be a well-oiled machine. If Georgia and Tennessee played in week 3, week 4 at Neyland, totally different. That being said, this is Tennessee's Super Bowl. They will cover the spread, but they will lose. Week 13, this is the easy rivalry games for a lot of people here. Mississippi State, it's giving an emotional game. First game since Leach passed the Egg Bowl. I don't remember who I have winning that game in the other one. I'm imagining I said Kentucky. Alabama beats Auburn. That'd be crazy if they did. That'd be how nuts would that be? LSU. God, I think they could lose. No, LSU takes care of business. They got way too much coming back. Clemson, sorry, South Carolina. Arkansas wins. Florida State wins. Who's going bowling? Not Florida, not Missouri, not Vandy, not Auburn. Almost every. I see it's that built-in win. Because you take away that built-in win, they're not bowling. Yeah, whatever. South Carolina 7-5 again. Does that happen every year? I feel like it does. So you'll get Georgia, LSU, title game, back-to-back seasons. And yeah, I'd like Georgia to roll them. So if we're looking at odds here, Georgia's minus 105 to win the SEC. I think that's a steal. Think about it, right? They have an easy schedule. Paper Schaff, Ultra Sharman. Who the hell is even their crossovers? I don't even know. It's some poverty, okay? I don't think they play. Yeah, they don't play LSU, Texas A&M, or Alabama. They play Arkansas, Auburn, and someone else. So look, right? It's going to be easy for them. You're going to get them minus 105 for their championship game. That's basically what you're betting on it. Okay. So that is probably my favorite bet of the season outside of Michigan in the Big Ten, right? It's just free money. It's free money. So yeah, that completes my playoff too. Let me just do that. Why not? Let's throw in the playoff bracket builder as well in the end here. 1 seed Georgia, right? Not a huge surprise here. 2 seed Big Ten champion Michigan. 3 seed Clemson. 4 seed Washington. So Georgia, Washington, that'll be in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Give me Georgia. Clemson, Michigan in the Rose Bowl. Michigan wins a bowl game. Breaking news. In Houston, Georgia rips Blake's heart out, and Michigan does not win the national championship. Georgia wins it. Wait, why does that say that? No one screenshot that. And yeah, Georgia wins it all. Unfortunately, again, I hope it doesn't happen. Okay, I do, but just see it happening. I'll look at my college football playoff odds. I'll do a quick little parlay here on the FanDuels, and we'll see what my odds would be if I, in fact, no ball. That would be plus 1,510. So if you put $10 on it, you'd win $1.5 grand. If you put $100 on it, you'd win 15 grand. If you put $1 grand on it, you'd win 100 grand, and you can buy a house. Thanks to me. This is a guaranteed lock. Old takes exposed. Take some notes. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Please like and subscribe. Let me know your playoff 4, in addition to if you think my SEC stuff is great. And tag a Bama fan. I love them to get angry and have them get mad at me in the comments. So yeah, go dogs.